Today we're going to take a look at this brand new scarfing and dethatching tool. Right now I have a scarfing blade on the bottom of it. Let me show you what that looks like. This is going to be for like really digging into the yard a little bit and getting this thing ready for some overseeding, things like that. I'll take this off here in just a minute. I'll show you how to do that, to do the dethatching tool. So in case you're looking more for dethatching than the scarfing, this thing does both. So first off, it is corded. So what you do is during the assembly process, there's a piece right here you put on. Your cord goes through here, locks in over that, and you just kind of pull it. So what that's going to do is that's going to keep this thing from getting unplugged. You're not relying on this part to keep it plugged in. So any extension cord pretty much is going to work for this. I have 0 is for when it's not touching anything. It'll go across your yard. I'm going to drop it down to 2 so we can get a light scarf on. If you want a deep one, you'll drop it down to 4. But let's put it on 2 and I'll show you what it does. So you got to push the button in for safety and then pull this back and it starts. Okay, so you can see on the path we've got here, we've dug into the ground a bit. And as you can imagine, if you want to throw some fertilizer and seed on top of this, can you come here and get a really close look at it? Your seed will get down into the dirt instead of sitting over here on top of the grass. And see how it's getting all this dead stuff kind of pulled on out of there. It's going to let the ground breathe and really get some air in there. I will tell you, this thing will fill up surprisingly fast. You saw how much we moved there, and here's how much dead junk we picked up. And it's really not much different whenever you're doing the dethatching. It picks up a ton of stuff as well. So there's a little bit of work to this, but if you really want a nice yard, this is what it takes. Now, when you go to work on this, there's a lot of safety features that keeps anything from happening, but here's the main one. Just go ahead and unplug it. Right here on board, we have a Allen wrench. You put that comes in with some of the cord management. So what we'll do here is we'll just remove this Allen wrench spot right here. So we just pull the scarfing tool out there. As you can see, there's a part here that goes right over this. And then it's going to hook in the same over here on this side. So we're going to go ahead and work that in. Lock that over here. And just bolt this right back on, just like the other was. Okay. So these springs kind of sit on here. They're going to be what digs into the ground. So when this turns around, it's going to hit the ground and kind of like pull and dig. It's going to be a little less aggressive than the scarfing tool, the dethatch tool will be, but it will remove your dead stuff as well. I'm going to leave this on the same setting, number 2, and we're going to run it right over here, right beside the other. And here's how this little bag catch goes on. It's really simple. You just lift this lid here in the back. If you come over here to this other side, you'll be able to see. It just drops in. 2 hooks right here, boom. Once that, then gravity does the rest. It's hooked into the bottom. There's that spring loaded, ready to go. So let's plug us back in. All right, let's back up, and I'm gonna go right beside this other spot. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move one length over from it, and we'll see a spot where that was scarfed, a spot where it wasn't, a spot where it's been dethatched. So we'll push the button here on the side. Here we go. Okay, so if we'll come right over here and take a look at and kind of compare the two in a similar area, you can see the scarfing gets down a little deeper, and this does a little less. So you're kind of just pulling the dead grass up. This thing's like kind of pulling everything up to a degree. So that's kind of your different. Your dethatch, you'll want to get all the dead stuff, again, kind of let it breathe. A lot less aggressive than the scarfing. But the good news is whichever one you're looking to do, this machine will do both.